The man pressed his ear to the train tracks. Based on the vibrations, he determined the gold-laden train was 2 kilometers away. He and his crew immediately brought out a large amount of lard and coated the tracks with it. Once they were done, they notified their accomplices via walkie-talkie. The accomplices, upon hearing the signal, immediately hid in the nearby woods. The train soon arrived. However, they didn't immediately hijack it. Instead, they watched it pass by. Then, they stretched countless ropes over the tracks and tied one end to a tree, creating a buffer zone. This was the final step of their plan. At this point, their accomplices also brought out beehives to use as weapons. All preparations were complete. Soon, the train arrived. As it entered the lard-coated section, the wheels began to spin in place. The engineer increased the power, but the train couldn't move an inch. The cowboys quickly boarded the train and effortlessly took care of the engineer and guards. They then threw the beehives into the train cars. The police inside were defenseless against the bees. Even the lucky few who managed to escape were quickly taken down by the robbers outside. One cowboy released the train steam and then disconnected the car containing the gold. The police inside were still dancing with the bees. The other robbers took the opportunity to jump onto the train car, cheering and celebrating their victory. However, the heist was not over yet. On the other side, the police, having learned that the gold had been hijacked, immediately dispatched a large number of reinforcements. The police on the train, unable to stand the bee stings, jumped off. The robbers took the opportunity to throw smoke bombs into the cars, successfully driving away all the bees. The next step was to stop the train. However, the police reinforcements were about to arrive. They tightened the brakes, but the train still didn't stop. Ultimately, they had no choice but to let the car slide down the tracks into the area with the ropes. Fortunately, there were enough ropes to successfully stop the car. Everyone frantically began to grab the gold. By the time the police arrived, all that was left was the fallen engineer.